We went to this place where it was about Dave's the potter, where they showed us pots made by slaves back in days. The pots with emojis, remember?
The face jugs? Yeah. I really liked seeing Ron Meyer's art.
Yeah. And he had art about how he goes to New York, and remember his room? Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, with all the animals painted on the side. The High Museum was wonderful, though. I loved that. That
oh my
really
god,
cool.
yes. Yeah, I think that museum was the best. I saw a picture, and he was all like toned up. I remember that picture.
It had gold leaf on it.
I remember that room with all the TVs, and I asked you what
That
song this
is my favorite one. Yeah.
And broom's something that I always do. So we did broom making, and we also did clay demonstrations.
It was actually probably one of my best demonstrations.
It was fun to do the workshop with the kids. I remember I never done jewelry workshop, so I learned and then I taught.
I became an avatar for these children without letting them get into any kind of dangerous situation by using the blowtorch. So it was kind of like baby steps toward doing something that's a little bit riskier. And it's good to take risks.
It was interesting how timid they were in making marks on the pot. It's kind of like this invisible boundary between me and the participants, the viewers, the watchers. As with this, encouraging participation that kind of dissolves that invisible boundary, and it goes back to what we were talking earlier about being empowering, and it's like, you can do this too. Like, I'm just some guy who knows how to do this. The first step is just not being afraid to make a mark in the clay.
Round tree broom making. That was the most stressful one, easily. There was one kid, he had small hands, like he was smaller than the rest of them, and I think he was having trouble with that, and I have trouble with it, with having small hands, so he must have been having a really hard time, but it took a long time and a lot of patience for us to keep retrying it, and he eventually did it. And
if you're seeing something for the first time, like if you've already experienced this or you understand it a little bit, you're not going to feel like stupid
or
ignorant. Yeah, you've got an anchor. Like, you're like, oh, I recognize this. That guy demonstrated this, and I understand it a little bit about making brooms or jewelry.
I don't ever think it's too soon to introduce complex concepts.
Negative space. If you guys want to
Even if they don't understand it at the time, it's there, and they're going to pick up other things with that from that point on.
I remember one of the kids asking me if the clay, if it was mixed into the soil, if it would help the plants grow. And that was so far off of my radar, and I was really impressed with their background knowledge. But I really appreciated them reaching out from their lens, from their experiences, and trying to apply this to the smelting of metals or growing plants in the ground.
This program definitely has value even for students that aren't interested in the arts and crafts necessarily, because these future STEM students are seeing connections with the arts and agriculture and especially history.